mill doing a job that, in these times with such a great emphasis on conservation and ecology, has to be very much appreciated and admired. A very proud and happy day too for Jim O'Driscoll and his wife Peggy, who hails from near Nenagh in County Tipperary and shares with us her great love of poetry and music. The Valley of Slievenamon is obviously her great favourite. And she has a very appropriate poem too, entitled The Windmill, and a little one giving good sound advice: whatever you do, do well.
Windmill high on yonder hill, what makes your sails go turning still? 'Tis the wind blows them, 'tis the wind moves them, helps them to turn the millstone round, sow your corn to flourish ground. Whoever you are, be noble, whatever you do, do well. Whenever you speak, speak kindly, give joy wherever you dwell.
At last, to everybody's delight, we have a trickle of water. A little murky to begin with, but in a short while we will have an abundance of lovely, clean, fresh, sparkling water. It reminded me at first of a poem by Samuel Taylor Coleridge, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, where he was becalmed for a week in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. He said, "Water, water everywhere, and all the boards did shrink. Water, water everywhere, and not a drop to drink." Some time after the windmill was up and running and supplying lovely clean fresh water to the farm, I called to find that the Johan family had already landscaped the area and reinstated the road boundary with safe access for operational and maintenance purposes. It was also nice to see that from the lower road by Clashbrook Creamery, you could easily see the windmill happily spinning away and adding new life to an already beautiful landscape. A big thank you to everybody who took part, particularly to the gifted hands of Jim O'Driscoll and David McCarthy, and also to the Johan family. Then it was time to meet a very happy O'Driscoll family to celebrate a job well done.
Over the past 6 months, Mother and Dad have been telling about all the windmills that they're working on and how difficult it is to get the parts, and that David McCarthy and Malcolm Stockwell and my father, Jim Driscoll, are working on this project. And so today is the final day, it's up and running, and I'm very, very proud to be here with my family and to see this marvellous piece of work that they've brought to restore from history.
No, come on, Mom.
Oh, dear. What am I going to do? What am I going to say? The only thing it reminds me of a poem that I had at school. Was that too?
Yeah.
Windmill high on yonder hill. What makes the sails go turning still? Moves them. Tis the wind turns them. Come your corn so hard. That's not to turn them. It's so round. Sow your corn to flowery ground. But I never thought I'd see it in reality. Now I'm thankful to my husband Jim and my neighbour David McCarthy and Bob Jennings for all this. And it's lovely to have my family home around me from Australia, America and England.
No, you're
and Dunganway.
Come on, you.
My dad I've been talking to my dad for over the last 6 months about this project that he's doing at a water windmill. And I've come all the way over here from Australia, and I'm looking forward to seeing the opening of this project that himself and David McCarthy and Malcolm Stockwell have been working on. So, looking forward to the opening.
It's a great day to have Jim and David did such a great job on something that started so small and so rusty and bad looking, and now to see the finished product is great. I'm delighted and I'm very proud of it.
I'm just very proud of everybody who participated in the windmill project. I think they've all done such a super job.